Well, for the past few weeks, 10 on Your Side has been taking you inside the Navy. We visited guided missile cruisers, the Submarine Training Center.
And this week, photojournalist Kevin Romm and I are taking you on deck on an aircraft carrier to get a look at life on one of the Navy's biggest ships.
If the song Highway to the Danger Zone starts playing in your head when you see this, it's understandable. Known for its size and ability to launch and catch fighter jets, aircraft carriers are the centerpieces of naval force. Our journey onto USS George Washington began at Chambers Airfield at Naval Station Norfolk. With our safety gear on, we boarded a C-2 Greyhound or a COD to fly out to the carrier. After about 30 minutes and an abrupt tailhook landing, we were on board. The magnitude of USS George Washington is impressive. It's more than 1,000 feet long and displaces more than 97,000 tons of water. It can transport about 60 aircraft and close to 5,000 sailors and aviators, whom Captain Brent Gott is exceedingly proud of.
I love working with our sailors. There's so many extraordinary young people and old people who have either been in the Navy for a short time or have dedicated their professional lives to serving our country.
We caught up with Gott on the ship's bridge while fighter pilots were practicing takeoffs and landings on the flight deck below. He assumed command of the GW in June of 2021.
For the ship, it's been very challenging for us.
He led the crew through a difficult time. Multiple suicides connected to the ship while it was in the shipyard.
Because of some of the tragedy that we endured as a team, and we talk about this all the time, where we consider ourselves a team and a family.
Now he's guiding the crew through workups as the ship prepares to forward deploy to a new home port.
All the carriers are critical to our nation's and our Navy's defense, but our carrier specifically, you can say there's going to be no more important carrier based on what the nation and the Navy is going to ask us to do.
That's because of where the ship will be, in Japan.
If the fight goes down, we need to be ready to answer the call.
A lot happens on board to make sure the crew is ready. There are the things you think of: flight ops, aircraft maintenance, operating the ship's anchor, and driving the ship.
Whatever ships are, sir.
Then there are things you might not think of, but are also essential to keep the warship floating for months on end. That includes trash disposal, coordinating logistics to feed the thousands of people on board, and stocking the gyms with equipment so sailors have a physical and mental outlet. And when it comes to physical health, carriers are well prepared to take care of sailors.
So this is a normal patient room. So we have 6 of these.
Lieutenant Byron Barber is a physical therapist on board USS George Washington.
The GW Special, knee pain from stairs.
The Virginia Beach native served in the Marine Corps for 5 years, then joined the Navy about 6 years ago.
To be able to complete rehab, to manage musculoskeletal injury, and still go, trap and launch aircraft in the same day is very beneficial to us.
For being on a ship, the medical unit is comprehensive.
So this is our battle dressing station. It's as suited up as an ER.
There's also an X-ray room, an ICU, and an operating room. But even in the medical unit,
Sorry.
life on a carrier and their focus on the mission never truly stops.
And anything that goes into the ocean, of course, is biodegradable. It was such an incredible experience to be on board the carrier, and this really was just a taste of what happens on the ship. While there, we also watched flight ops both during the day and at night. I spoke one-on-one with the air boss about flight ops and their importance. Don't miss that interview next Wednesday on Wavy News 10 at 6.